So I've been working on my grapple for a while now. As you know, you've seen a lot of my videos where I'm practicing this. I decided to really try it out in an actual game here. Happened to get into Black Water Canal, which is where I know the route's the best at this point. Didn't have the greatest start there, but once I get to the center canisters here, I can usually swing myself up and over pretty well and get around to the back as you see me doing here, heading towards the enemy flag. Now in the background here I do see an enemy player. They do appear to be AFK, so let's just have a little fun, get a little melee in there, and see if we can get the cap. Now honestly, this is the first time in a really long time I've played standard CTF. I typically just play CTF Nitro, so I'm getting kind of nervous about actually hitting this return route. Make it up, make it over, hit this bounce, make it a little adjustment there. I almost hit that little ledge to the left, but I ended up making it all the way around. Didn't quite finish out the end of this route as strongly as I wanted, but I still made it to the end for the cap within like a minute and 5 seconds of the round starting or something. Pretty darn quick anyways. Throughout the rest of the round, I made a few other attempts. This is in the second half here, but these other attempts just ended up being kind of giant miserable failures. And even in the cases where I did manage to get back over to the flag, most of the time when I stepped out, I just got slaughtered by, you know, Ronin or another Titan or whatever. Did have a few good plays in the map overall in this round, and I ended up getting a nice little swing right here as well. Now, of course, as soon as I get here, I see the other guy swinging away, going for the cap, so I'm hoping that my teammate ends up getting a return and I can get the flag cap. Unfortunately, I see that there's a guy up there as soon as I'm trying to get the cap, and I backed off, causing me to fail. Alright, so enough of that miserable round. Let's try this on some new maps, some other maps. So I got into a game of Complex. Wasn't quite sure what I was doing. This is the first time I had played CTF on Complex, but I recognized the side of the map that I'm on, and I started wondering, can I get over the outside edges of the maps here, around where near the water is? I know I can do this over that green area on the other side of the map, but can I make it over these rocks and get across this ledge and make it to the other side? And it turns out you can. This was honestly incredibly surprising to me. I did not expect to be able to make it over this and be able to get over here to the flag. But it was a pretty slick little flank route that I found here. I mean, clearly I'm not the first person on our team to make it here. This guy made it here before I did. But I did get the flag cap. Now, on the return path, I didn't do quite so well. I wasn't entirely sure the best way to get back. I had zero confidence in my ability to take the same route back that I took to get here. So I'm just going to try this other route, this other launch to get over the building and into the map, and it ends up kind of just taking forever and being really long and slow, and I make a lot of mistakes along the way, bashing my head into walls and ceilings and stuff. But I get the flag cap just barely at the end here. I managed to miss that arc grenade because I had my grapple out, and get the... oh, actually didn't quite get the flag cap. Our teammate took him down. I got the flag cap right there. But I wanted to see if I could do this again. So I head back over, I fling myself across the top, try to Spider-Man across here, just barely missing. Oh, I almost fell in. I had 0 grapples left at that point, and I just barely made it across. That was stressful and difficult right there, but I got it. We'll see if we can go for the flag and get the cap as well. Now I do see some enemies around, or I can take care of that guy. He dropped a Titan, almost squished me, which was pretty darn close to the death of me. Managed to avoid that. Let's go for this flag. Another player. Okay, he's ran off somewhere. Where is he? There he is. Get the Mozambique kill. Looks like my Titan got a kill as well. We'll do a little better on this. No, not quite. Still not quite making it over the top of that grapple. Oops, didn't mean to end up there. I was trying to just get the wall runs here. Alright, smack my head into that wall. Again, this return route, I'm not super happy with this. Yeah, I mean, it's working, right? I'm making it around, I'm getting through, but I'm just running and not really using wall runs or grapples or whatever to a very good extent. Got the second flag cap, but I wanted to know, can I do better than that? So I decided to drop myself into a practice game on Complex to see if I could figure out a way to get across the map from this side. Can I repeat the return route from over here? And I figured out after a number of failed attempts and mistakes that I can make it up over this rock. I can get down there, but the time is running out. This is cutting it close. Oh, I think I had like 0.06 seconds left when I made it down just below the line there. That was pretty dang close. So grab the flag, head back the other direction. Pretty much the standard route here. I'm trying to grapple up onto the wall to see if I can get across this open area a little faster, but in the end it doesn't really help a whole lot. You just need to get yourself near these fallen panels so that you can grapple up on top of this, get yourself flung over this rock a little bit, double hop over it, maybe Spider-Man across the wall here if you can, or run across the wall. I've been able to run across that wall a number of times and make it across, and generally be successful in getting the flag caps. Of course, this is a practice round, so I'm not having to deal with enemies, and my slide hopping here is not exactly the greatest, but it turns out to be a very successful route, at least in practice. I have yet to put this into a game, but I'm trying. Now, there are some mistakes that are really easy to make in this, like getting too far to the left, slowing down your speed. If you lose your momentum here, you may be in trouble. Alright, let's try that again. Get myself up and over, try to Spider-Man across the top of the rock. Didn't make it anywhere near. Alright, let's see if we can get off to the side a little faster. No. You really got to watch your speed. You really got to get up high to fling yourself across these things and make sure that you're getting across these rocks. Get that second swing in there. Far too high, far to the left. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Okay, looks like I did just barely make it, but I lost all of my momentum in the process, which is not what you want. When you're flinging yourself around, you need to get across there as quick as possible. Went ahead and got the flag, trying to make it across here. Try to Spider-Man this. Completely miss. I'm out of grapples. Try to double jump and just hit the water. That's not fun. Let's try this again. I've got the flag, trying to make it across. See if I can hit this Spider-Man grab. Oh, wall run first, and then no grapples left. Hit that water again. So clearly, this is not an easy route. I got really lucky the first couple of times that I tried this, and I made it across pretty easily the first few times. But this is not as easy as it looks. Alright, made it across there that time. That was much better. See if we can get the flag and head back across the other direction this time. Trying to get more height, getting onto this wall for the wall run, hoping that I can keep up my speed, but I grappled into the face of that rock. That completely screwed me up, and I end up dying. This is not an easy route, and if you're going to try this, I really do recommend getting in here and doing some practice runs like I'm trying to do here. Just go into a private match, set it on capture the flag, get into complex, and hopefully you'll be able to start making it across. But again, you definitely want to practice. This is not easy by any means. Eventually, though, I do start getting some pretty consistent runs across the top here. I'm cutting it close every single time, but once I land, manage to get into my air strafing and bunny hopping here, get around the corner for the cap, and it's good stuff. So yeah, there's a couple of routes that I've been trying out in Capture the Flag, trying to learn a little bit more about the grappling and trying to get across and do this in some actual gameplay now that my grapple skills have been improving. Not completely improved, clearly, but there you have it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, do give me a thumbs up if you like the content. Drop some love in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching and happy gaming.